Ignorant College Radio, DJ Modest the Kid, Brandon iShine.
So,
We are here in the studio right now, 103.1. You already know. We got the champ in the building. Mr. Poetic Justice himself. What up?
let's go.
He about to drop some more heat on y'all ears for y'all, you know what I'm saying? A little deep knowledge. We're going to get a little deeper, give him a little more time on this one right here. Alright, we're going to go and drop this beat out. So you can say it like sound so you can stay, bro.
Yeah.
Heard it here first. Come on.
The way the ocean breathed hello and goodbye in its waves to the beach, where we sat sunburned for hours, skin seasoned and wrinkled from the lust we floated in, we were never meant to last, only built to preserve the beautiful painting that had long been auctioned off to the highest bidders sometimes. The hardest part of a relationship is knowing when to throw the anchor, when to realize the tide is never coming in and rock bottom is screaming loudly at your feet. Your ship set sail without me, but if you find her, the girl with salt in her hair, Calypso with a tsunami in her chest beating against the willpower of men like peers, like hearts they all eventually break and shatter into pieces of memories that we try to put back together and call art. We try to find beauty in the broken things. Tell her. She taught me so much. Tell me that forever sounds so much longer on the breath of a child, that some lessons grow up with us like in grade school. I learned that hearts are symmetrical. Could you find the twin I gave away? This half of a heart looks more like a question that nobody seems to know the answer to. I've read that identical kids had the same DNA but different fingerprints. Calypso, our hearts never fit right together. You left a different imprint on each other's lives. You bellowing volcano. Every woman I used to forget you always asked, but there's so much blackness upon my heart, an eruption waiting on your tongue. The fallout was always worse than the argument. I'm still cleaning up all the ash you spewed into my life. Is our artwork beautiful to you yet? If the walls of your old apartment could speak, I bet there'd be holes in its speech from when my fist hit. From my words gave up, I can never save you from yourself. The story of a martyr doesn't sound so beautiful from the lips of the one dying, saving people. Has always come at the price of a life, and I wasn't willing to die for you. I knew our union was dead when the heartbeat of our love sounded like the day we went shopping for shorts long enough to cover the flat lines you carved into your thighs. When you told me you would do it again, when I caught you praying to your toilet, you just said you were correcting God's design. A dandelion flailing in the wind, the heart of a serial killer questioning why it's working so hard to keep this monster going. No one wants to say it's over. I'm sorry, and I'm just like the men in my family. My grandfather telling his wife that my mother is just imagining things. The boogeyman doesn't smell like his cologne. Her goosebumps are just a reaction and not her body telling her to be afraid before she knows what to fear. My mother wondering if the skeletons in my father's closet would come out before he did. Me telling you I'll always be there for you. I guess Adam's apple is still causing men to make the wrong decisions. You were Eve. I was an orange hanging from the tree of knowledge. You never picked me first. When sex is the only thing holding your relationship together, you begin to question what the condom is really protecting you from. No matter how much you peel back my layers, you can never find a seed in my core. You bellowing volcano, a tsunami in your chest, a hurricane on your breath. Your suicide words filled with lava only help to create the island you created for yourself. Stop finding love in every sailor's arms. And every man that washes up on your shores, castaways, aren't meant to stay. Love, the sand in your eyes, they are as many as the reasons you can find beauty in your deserted reflection. Calypso, has your fishnet flesh caught enough men yet? My seashell of a heart just wants you to hear what's inside. Love. And have you believing that an island is the entire world? But I promise, there is so much more. So much more.